update to the flat earth model. I feel like I found the deep spiritual reason why they deceived us in this way, and it's really weird. So I love buying antique science books and like scripture and things like that off of eBay or wherever I can get them. And I have one called A Study of the Sky, and it talks about the globe while also referring to the earth as a disc, and it didn't make sense to me at first. And then I started to realize they were saying that the globe rotates, and as I read on, they were talking about the firmament. Like they were saying the crystalline globe and referring to the sky at the same time. I think the reason that they try to get us to come into agreement and say that we live on a spinning globe, we don't, is because the fallen angels do. The planets and the stars. The Greek meaning of planet is wanderer. Ancient Greek astronomers called these wandering stars planets because of their perceived movement in contrast to the static background of other stars. The ancient Romans later gave these wandering bodies names of their own gods, and the Roman names are still used today for most planets in our solar system. Jude 1:13, wild waves of the sea casting up the foam of their own shame, wandering stars for whom the gloom of utter darkness has been reserved forever. It was also about these that Enoch prophesied. And when we check the book of Enoch, Enoch is prophesying about the leaders of the fallen angels, the Watchers. He names them and names the sin that they each taught humanity and how they originally corrupted us. The globe is the firmament and it's spinning. If we come into verbal agreement with that, that's like a legal loophole in the spiritual realm. This thing spins. They live on a spinning globe. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Polaris, God's throne room, which is in my science books from the 1800s, is the actual sun. This Starfinder from the 80s is both the north and the south, by the way, for the naysayers that are going to comment. The planets and the stars do revolve around the sun because they're revolving around Polaris. And my antique books, when they talk about the sun, they use it interchangeably with Polaris. I'll eventually do a full video on these, but like here you could see it's talking about planets' disks. The Earth receives a small fraction of the light and heat radiated by the sun. Imagine a hollow sphere of crystal, the firmament, the center of which is at the sun. Remember, this is a science book from the 1800s. Crystal, the center is Polaris. Let the earth be set like an emerald in the crystal shell. Remove the emerald, leaving the hole in which it was set. Most of the dark hemisphere, a hemisphere is this, it's not a ball, of the moon is also visible. The earth plays the part of a mirror and reflects back a portion of the sunlight which it receives. Some of this reflected sunlight lights up the dark side of the moon so that we can see it. The moon exhibits a reflection of the earth as though it were a mirror. In the minds of many, a human figure is outlined. It has been superstitiously asserted that it is the figure of Judas Iscariot, whose sin has led to his being this pyloried before the eyes of mankind for all generations. Like, we have lost so much knowledge, I can't even begin to understand what this means.